Politics 101 with another video, and today I wanted to talk about the fundraising difference between Trump and Biden that's been recently going viral on Twitter. It's been going pretty viral that President Biden and Trump have a very drastic fundraising difference. But I wanted to show you how drastic it is, and also some historical comparisons. But President Biden re-election campaign had 71 million on hand at the end of February, more than double that of Donald Trump. Now, this is a New York Times article, and they talk a little bit about the fundraising, and they kind of break it down on the amount they spent, which they spent basically about the same, but how much they've raised, which is the big part. A massive fundraising difference recently. Now, over this cycle, it's not been that bad. Trump has been a good fundraiser with his merchandise that he's been selling, and that's helped them raise a lot of money. But he's also spent more. He's raised less and spent way more. What's that ultimately going to show? A way less amount of cash on hand, which he's going to need for the election. So that will negatively affect him. But as the article keeps on going, they give some historical comparisons of how Biden and Trump have fared in 2020, where Trump lost the election. And they show in 2020, this is contributions or how much they've earned for their campaign. In 2020, Trump was ahead a lot early, and then Biden kind of just spiked right before April. And that's where he got it was almost, I think, about $200 million fundraising difference at the end of it. But early on, Trump had a lead. And if you compare that to now, Trump had a lead very early on before the Biden campaign really started. But then now that Biden's really started to campaign and fundraise and get that money, it's been growing and growing and growing, and it's going to become a concerning problem, especially with Trump's legal problems, where now he's spending money from other candidates, other downstream candidates in the House elections and state elections to help fund his legal issues. And now he's spending some of his campaign funds in finding a way for the RNC to help fund his legal issues. This will all make them have less contributions for their campaign. And what majorly is a problem, let cash on hand, which is major big when the election is down to the wire in November, last few days, you spend all the rest of your money, that you have cash on hand. So I think that could be a major issue. But we've also seen that Biden's now starting to exponentially spend more. They spent about the same, but now you're seeing Biden is starting in the last few months before April, right here. He's starting to have an exponential increase in amount of spending. So that could even it out and be like they'll have around the same amount of cash on hand right before the election. But Trump will be spending more with his legal issues and all of them starting to compile at the end of right before the election. So I think that's also gonna be an issue. But we'll see how certain cases go on, and I'll give you guys updates on that. Then also, I'm just giving another one. This is also just another graph showing the spending and how much they've earned, but also Robert F. Kennedy. The other one doesn't show that, but Robert F. Kennedy has also been a really good fundraiser, and I think partly is he has a really wealthy vice president in that she was married to one of the Google executive co-founders, and in a divorce she got a bunch of money, and this helped the fundraising for Robert F. Kennedy, and now very much will. But I kind of find it fascinating that Robert F. Kennedy is even close to Trump's level with all the established names, fundraisers, and all that Trump should have, that it's even this close, with Robert F. Kennedy having just under 40 million and Trump having around 110. Like, it shouldn't be close, and I know it will not be close in the end, but at this point, Trump needs to do better at fundraising, like way better. And I think that's why they have DeSantis coming out in a recent article that DeSantis will help fundraise for Trump, which is very big and very much needed. But also in the spending, Biden, I told you about that exponential increase in amount of spent for Biden. But also Robert F. Kennedy is spending 27 million and Trump has only spent 69, around 70 million. This is very, very worrying for the Trump campaign and could be very much an issue if this trend keeps on going on. But Trump is reducing his expenditure, which is a good thing. And that tells you that there is some organization to possibly circumvent all this future cash on hand issues right before the election. And then the last one is cash on hand, where you see it's been increasing, but Biden might get to Biden is going to have a lot of money cash on hand, and that will not be an issue, which is something you want to have while going to election year in one of the biggest elections we've had in the history of America or recent times. So, there's just a lot of issues that are coming up and will be in November. But that is going to be it for me. This is Black Politics 101 with another video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment what your thoughts are on this video and Trump's problems he's had on the campaign trail. And like the video, that would really support me. But that's going to be it for me. This is Black Politics 101, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.